The next wave of millionaires won't be influencers. They'll be AI innovators. And I'm looking forward to seeing how that's going to work out. Today, Quonda and I are going to be sharing how you can build your own $1 million business using AI, but you got to get started today and not tomorrow. I'm Star. I am a TV producer and marketing coach. I help 6 and 7 figure business owners get seen and get paid by creating binge worthy videos on social media. I am also the founder of the AI Content to Cash Challenge. So if you want to learn how to create content that sells in 5 days or less and use AI to make your content faster, feel free to DM or comment the word challenge accepted, and I will personally send you an invite.
I love that.
Yeah.
Welcome in, everybody. Happy Tuesday. We've been going for a minute. If you're just joining, my name is Quonda Renee, and I wish I had that beautiful intro, but I'm happy to be here. You know what I mean? Me and my girl have not been live together in a very, 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 very long time. You know what? Start calling myself an AI architect just because I like how that sounds.
That's good. I love that.
Just because I like how that sounds.
That.
So I'm super excited about today's. Do we call this episode or do we call this show? What do we call it?
Let's go to the show. I love a good show.
I love today. Today's episode is all about the two things that we love: wealth and AI. So Amazon, did you hear that Amazon just laid off over 14,000 people? And I think they're getting ready to lay off more due to AI. We are on like week 5 of the government shutdown. Y'all know what is this is basically saying? The world systems are in a collapse or changing. So that means it's time for the innovators to arise. It's our time, it's our season. If you don't know AI, now is the time to learn it. Become an early, would they be considered an early adopter?
Still, yeah, right now, if they join now. By
Okay.
next year, it might just be old.
When I tell you AI is moving like
Yeah.
just as fast as we blink,
Yep.
it's moving just as fast as we blink. I remember when it first was emerging back in early 2023 when
Mhm.
ChatGPT was just first coming on the scene. It was just like this little thing, and people were deciding if they want to use it. Now, everybody and their mama knows about ChatGPT
Yep.
and some of the other tools. So I'm super excited to be here on today. That is what we're going to get into. I'm going to throw it right back to you, my girl.
I have so much to say, girl. I have so much to say. Okay, before I comment on Amazon, so I was away on my Deltaversary trip in Colombia, right? And I learned what this means. Am I doing it right? Am I doing it? This? Oh, okay. I knew I had too many fingers up, something like that. Okay, that means like clapping, like you did that or something like that. You did that, like that was it. And then I learned what this means. I didn't know that that was a thing, but it means you ate, like you ate that. Because like in
What's the
sign
difference between the two?
so
What,
one is like this. This is the clapping
oh,
one, your
okay.
pointer. And then this one here, it's like the number 8 in sign language. Right? Yes,
Oh,
it's like you ate, you ate. So I was like, oh, I gotta tell Quanda.
that's super cool.
I
I
didn't
just do
know
whatever
that.
fingers I want to do.
We should create something for this. Like this means AI wealth. Like, oh, we got another AI wealth person. Okay, and then one last thing. So in New York, we're voting for mayor today. So I got my vote shirt on. I voted.
That's cute.
We about to find out who our new mayor is. And I mean, this is not the conversation for it, but it's about to be very interesting who's going to win this mayoral election. And we're about to see what's going to happen over these next 3 years. Okay,
Wow.
that's all I had to say about that. We may end up going back to it. I don't know. But
So
speaking of, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so you mean to tell me that Mayor Rudy Giuliani is not the mayor anymore?
Finally,
I know what you're saying.
I mean, finally, right? Like that was the man. Wait, was it him or was it? It might have been Bloomberg. Which one chose to do mayorship for 3 years? I think it was Bloomberg actually.
I don't know. I just remember when I lived in Connecticut, he was the mayor.
Not. We've done had a black mayor recently
Love that.
who, by the way, has just okay, whatever. Doesn't even matter. He just left out of nowhere. Like it's let me not say he left out of nowhere. He was running against Mamdani, and then out of nowhere was like, okay, I'm stepping down. What the? Who does that? Whatever.
Well, I'm
Okay.
in Atlanta, so our mayors are typically always black.
Yeah, in
That's
New
my
York,
flex.
in New York. Well, apparently our mayor may just be, what is he? Dang, I don't even know his background. Um, Dang, I'm blanking on it. It's not Pakistani. It's
Okay.
another one. It's another one. I can't remember. But he just may be that. So that's, I think that's the first time in history too. So
Yeah,
he's
that's
also, I think he's Muslim as well. So
wow.
yeah, so that's going to be, this is the first time in history if he becomes it. I do believe that he will get voted. So we'll find out. Just the way that people like think, right? Like they only vote for one who they see, who they know he's been dominating social media. And
Mhm.
then number two, they only vote for the one of the two parties, Democrat or Republican. And for Republican, I don't think anyone really knows who that guy is since Eric decided to step down. So we shall see what's going to happen tomorrow morning when they make the announcement of who our new mayor is.
Wow. And speaking of people in politics dominating on social media, I was on TikTok today and I seen the White House posted a video of Donald Trump and his wife, and the song in the background was Nicki Minaj, "Bees in the Trap, Bees in the Trap."
I'm done. I'm so done.
And then when they said the B word, it went to the wife. And I was just like, did they
Who
realize they did that?
who is their social media manager? Oh my goodness. You sure that wasn't AI?
No, it was the White House and it had that blue, they were verified. It
I
was,
don't think they
I
know.
was sharing it to everybody. I was like, oh my God. I remember we lived in the time where something like that would never be posted.
Yeah, yeah. I think people just fed up. I think people are tight. Like I've been following the news, not very closely, but close enough.
Yeah.
And like whenever people come out with things against like Donald Trump, he always clap backs and then people end up losing their job. I'm like, where are we? It's like we live in Russia. Supposed to have freedom of press. And so maybe someone in social media, someone on their social media team is a little mad about to find out.
We'll see.
But speaking of government and the shutdown and Amazon laying off those people, they're not the only companies. There's so many companies right now who are doing major layoffs because of AI, and they're replacing those positions with AI. But here's the interesting part because I remember you had shared with me another article. I can't remember who it was right now, but they also laid off so many people, but then they had to hire so many people who know how to use AI. So if you're listening to this and you're afraid that you're going to lose your job, you probably will, because that means it's easily replaceable by AI. But go learn a skill.
Yeah.
Learn how to become an AI prompt engineer. Because here's the thing, you might get laid off making 50K, and then you may get hired making 150K. Okay, those AI prompt engineers are getting paid money, honey.
Yeah.
Right? So, okay, and then one last thing. In the news lately, they've been talking a lot about benefits that are about to get snatched. It's not funny. I don't even know why I laughed. Right? But like Snap, right? They sent out messages saying that Snap is going to be delayed because of the government shutdown. And I thought to myself, they didn't replace those people with AI yet. Like, what that got to do with any of us? These people need their benefits. Replace them with AI. I'm not talking about replace the government with AI. I'm talking about whoever's supposed to release the SNAP benefits and the unemployment benefits need to get replaced with AI. What are we waiting? Why do you have to wait for people to come back to work for you to release benefits? What that got to do with us? Because you ain't stopped taking taxes out our check yet. Every time we get paid, them taxes are still coming out. So how that work? Oh, you set up to take the money out, but you're not set up to release money? Who are you trying to play? I'm done. That's my sentiments.
Yeah. I think like an AI powered government might not be that bad.
Okay. Did you say China was doing that?
Yeah. Either China or Japan was one of them that were leaning towards that, because literally you're still going to need somebody to program all this information and learn history, but it is possible. Like, it is possible. My heart though does go out to anybody that has been affected
Mhm.
by, this whole shutdown. I've seen so many videos of people crying and all of that type of stuff. So my heart goes out to you, but you also got to remember, this is the time to be an innovator. This is the time to innovate. You think about the Great Depression, that birthed out so many inventions. Usually when things like this happen, this is how, in my opinion, God is birthing out true innovators, true people that, will follow, he'll give you the idea, you'll run with it. And then boom, we got so many millionaires being birthed overnight. That's another thing, is like AI is birthing out more millionaires than we've ever seen before. And it's just like, I'm super excited to be one of those people on that list, you know? So like Star was saying, like being a prompt engineer, I don't think I've seen one getting paid less than 100K. And what you could do is go practice in something like a chat GPT. Have chat GPT say, hey, I want to be a prompt engineer. Teach me the basics. What are the things that I need to know? And then when you get hired for these jobs, continue to use chat GPT to help you with your skill set. It's simple. I think we got to get past that this is just a fad. And no, they thought the internet was going to be a fad.
They thought social media was going to be a fad.
Here we
It's
are.
not
This is a way of life.
It
Exactly.
is. And you know it's a way of life when you see really big business owners and influencers adopting it too. Like before before this year, I may have thought, you know what, this is gonna pass. But this year, when I saw Tony Robbins on YouTube with an ad, so first of all, earlier this year, Tony Robbins released his last conference, whatever his big conference is. He said, "This is the last one. We're never going to hold another one." I was over here thinking this man is about to retire. I'm like, oh, he must be tired. He's going to retire. Months later, he's running new ads. And what is he promoting? His new AI business. Is he a fool or not? He is not a fool. He said, I'm hopping on it right now. So for those of you who are over here who are afraid, let me tell you, when we first launched this show, we were just going to talk about, but we love releasing like prompts that you can use. We are surpassed that.
Yeah.
It's not about prompting anymore. It is now about building a business that utilizes AI in a way that's innovative so you can bring in the income, honey, because people want to pay you for what's up here. But the thing is, you have to get in now, because if you wait, that's when the government's going to start regulating it. It makes it hard. Like I always like bringing up the story. Y'all remember in 2010 when Instagram first came out and people were posting their content about their food, about their dog, about their clothes, and we were making fun of them like they must be bored. Why they got to be sharing their whole life on social media like that? Now those same people are big influencers making more money than most people. And you see a lot of people who are leaving the corporate world to become an influencer, but it's a lot harder to break in. Back then, brands will reach out to you so that you can work with them. They'll pay you the big bucks. I remember seeing these big influencers flying first class, doing this, doing that. Today, brands know better now. And they're like, what's your engagement like? What's this? And you're getting paid less money, right? But right now is the time to get in. Like if you missed the 2010 social media bubble, influencer bubble, it is time to hop in for the AI innovative bubble so that you can be leading the charge so that in 10 years, people could be looking at you like, wow, that person really became a millionaire off of AI.
Yeah. I think it's important to always know that wealthy people solve problems. And right now, businesses have so many problems. All you have to do is find a problem, figure out how you could create an AI powered solution, and boom, you have a business. You can legit go right now to Google, look up spas in your area, look at the Google reviews. What are these people complaining about? Based off of that, put that in chat and ask chat to give you a business idea based on the complaints that these spas are getting, and boom, you have a business. Last week, I hosted a masterclass. In that masterclass, I was teaching them how they can learn how to do photo shoots with AI, not just taking your picture and putting you in different scenes, which you can do that, but learning this as a skill so that you can reach out to boutiques, you can reach out to makeup enthusiasts and beauty brands and say, hey, instead of you just posting these plain images on your website or on social media, let me elevate your look. You can literally spend less than an hour in AI and charge starting at like 5K. You know, you give them a certain amount of pictures, you give them a certain amount of videos, and boom, you get a couple of those clients a month. You're at $20,000, $30,000 a month. But you have to figure out the skill. Then you got to show up and do the work.
That part right there. And the thing is, why do you think people are intimidated by AI? I feel like there's a lot of people, they're still intimidated. Why do you think they're intimidated by it?
I think because there's always a new tool every week. There's something new coming out, but there are a few core tools that you can just learn and use and stick with that and master those and then move on. And then you have so many gurus telling you this and telling you that. So I think people get overwhelmed with the amount of information. I am an AI geek. So I'm going to be the type of person, if I hear about a new program or a new app or a tool, I'm going to go just play around with it because that's what I like to do. But that's not for everybody. You figure out the lane that you want to be in it, making the investment and learn it.
I love that. So I was talking to my mom last week. She was doing like homework. So like she is a therapist and then she's also a part of this life group at our church and they give homework to do, right? And so she's like, she's not struggling, but it takes her a long time to do it because she can't think of what she should write and all those things. And I'm like, just use ChatGPT. She's like, I don't want to feel like I'm cheating. I said, cheating? Who's looking over your shoulder? This is not a test. So some people, and I've heard people say this on social media too, some people, they feel like they're cheating, right? And I'm like, there is no such thing as cheating when you're not in school. Like you're just not in school. So it doesn't even matter. How about taking a shortcut?
Yeah.
Like if you had the opportunity to walk 100 miles to make $1 million, would you do that? People probably would. But what if you had the opportunity to just drive the 100 miles to make the $1 million? Both legal. Which one would you choose? Oh, are you going to say no? I'm not going to drive because driving is cheating. Like but it also shows you how people can really be enslaved to a system that they don't know that they're enslaved to. That
Yeah.
whole cheating mindset comes from school, right? When you're taking tests. But when you start to understand that school anyway was created to hold you back, then you start to break free from the foolishness so that you can actually move forward. Like for me, I remember, I'm never going to forget this. Like earlier this year, you prayed, you said, Lord, give me that $1 million business idea. And he gave it to you. And I said, say less, I'm about to pray too. And I prayed and he gave it to me. So why would I then go, oh, but God, this is cheating? That makes sense. That's going to be God's face. Like, cheating. Okay. It's not cheating, you're getting a leg up. And now is the time because I promise you it will get harder. It will definitely get harder. Like in 2020, it was so easy to put out any type of video content and blow up on any platform. Today in 2025, forget it. Because it's so overran with so much people doing it. Everything's regulated, all of this and all of that. So right now it is easy to hop on AI. Pretty much anything you put out is innovative. But in 2-3 years, it won't be. Because by the time 2-3 years come, everybody else would have already done it. And everything that you do after that, you'll be second or third or whatever.
2020, the time when we just dominated on social media and made so much money.
Well, y'all did, not me. I was in God's presence 8 months. I was in his presence for 8 months, 8 hours a day. I didn't know what was going on those social media. Yeah. And honestly, I always felt like I missed something. I'm like, dang, I wish I would have started sooner because people were like blowing up in 2020. That was the best time to really be on. Even Clubhouse. Yes, Clubhouse is still around. You know, Clubhouse is offering subscriptions now. I'm like, why? Why would anyone subscribe to this? I don't understand it. What do you? No one even talks about Clubhouse anymore. Like, it's not even a thing anymore. But people are still on it heavy, clearly heavy enough. But I can see it dissipating just like MySpace, unless it decides to shift and I don't know, offer something. I'm pretty sure they're going to offer something with AI soon.
Yeah, I think most of these platforms, I mean, on the back end of these platforms, they're using AI technology to listen and to monitor what we're doing on the app. But I think to push it to the next level, they're going to add, I think Meta has some type of chat GPT type of vibe inside of like Facebook and I think Instagram. But I noticed on TikTok, maybe a week or so ago, if you go to your profile and you click the little plus next to your circle, there is on the right side a button that says AI live, and that could take a static image and turn it into a video. I just found that out the other day, and I thought that was so cool. But TikTok is more of a forward thinker than most of these other platforms. But something that you were saying too, I wanted to add to it is that wealthy people will pay you more money to solve their problem faster. So when you think about it's cheating, no, it's I got to get this done faster so I can help more people, or I can help this person get to the next level. I don't know about you, but I'm not going back to kindergarten to go all the way to college again. No, I'm just going to learn what I need to learn now, get there. If I can get there faster, get there faster. That's why I totally believe in investing in coaches, because they already have a blueprint. They already know, whatever path that will be best. And you can just get their blueprint and boom, you don't have to start from the beginning. So we definitely got to come out of that enslaved mindset, and it's not cheating. If it is cheating, everybody and their mama is cheating with you.
That part. Everybody and their mama is cheating with you. That part. All right. What's our next thing?
Do you want to get into some of the AI businesses that people can create?
Yes, but we also have so much news to talk about.
Oh, excuse
I
me.
just don't remember what the other news was. I mean, I did want to touch on Zania Monet
We could
again.
go there. We could
Yeah,
go.
I have not listened to any of her music, but I love how she's like really blowing up in this area. I think I love more that she's a black woman. I think
Yeah.
that's what I love the most. But go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I just realized that one of her songs was called "Let Go and Let God,"
Yes.
and they said that was like number one in the
Yes.
country.
Yes.
I love
It has
that.
1.3 million views on YouTube.
Wow.
And so, I mean, I guess we might as well get into $1 million AI businesses because that's one of it. And apparently, there was a bidding war just to get her to sign to a record deal. And the thing is, she's not the only one with an AI artist, but her music is very popular.
Yeah.
And I think you was because I haven't listened to her music, but I think it was you who told me that her music is like motivational, which
Hmm.
lets you know that people are tired of that raunchy, crappy. Okay, they tired of that. They want something that's inspirational, motivational, and her content, her music is doing amazing. And then you sent that article that said on Billboard, at least one AI artist is charting every week.
That
Every week.
that is insane, and it's crazy because Star knows that behind the scenes, I've been working on an AI artist. I created an album using Suno AI. If you want that to be our tool for today, Suno AI is where you can go and make music. So I was in there and I was just in the zone, and I thought I was a producer. And I made this whole album, and then I was getting ready to upload it. Now, mind you, this was 2 weeks ago. I was getting ready to do the process and upload it. They flagged me and was just like, we're not taking AI content. Now, today,
Mhm.
it's open game. That happened in a matter of like two
Yes.
weeks.
Yes.
So it shows you that she disrupted an industry
Mhm.
that didn't know that that people would desire that, because I even seen in the comment section somewhere somebody was talking about her and they said, I don't care that that's AI. I love the music.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I was just like, this is a great time. And it also leads me to think about a business idea is hiring, or you being for like representing brands where you create these avatars and you sell them to people, like legit. Like that would be one of the a good, like if you go learn Mid Journey, Gemini, all of the art platforms, and then you can give this model a look and you can start selling it. And I'm like, don't sell them for cheap, sell them for a good amount of money. Let me tell you what happened to me the other day. I think it was last Wednesday or last Thursday. Last Thursday, I was literally on live on TikTok, and I'm talking about I'm talking about, Christians, it's time to learn AI. I'm talking about ways to monetize with AI. As I'm on live, Timbaland, music producer Timbaland, comes on my live. And I was just like, I thought it was a fake page for a second. Till I clicked his name, it said follow back and he was verified. And I was just like, oh my God, Timbaland is on my live. But he must have stumbled somewhere and found out that I was playing around with this AI artist. And during the live, I played at least 3 tracks for him. 3 tracks. You just never know who's watching. You never, there is obviously a need because Timbaland is in partnership with Suno AI. So you just never know what these people are looking for. And now I'm going to keep posting and going hard with this artist because I know he's watching. So you just got to think of unique, let me calm down, unique ways to build these businesses. We don't have to go the traditional route. We shortcut all day. Wealthy people solve problems. Think about lucrative problems you can solve and use AI as your solution.
So I'm just as hype as you are. I was waiting for you to tell that story. Girl, when you texted me, first of all, I was like, am I seeing things? Timbaland. First of all, I done told your story to so many other people. I told it to my group. And then I barely had a voice last week. I told it to my girlfriend. So you are definitely gonna have to play that clip for us. Do you have it where you saw it? Because your reaction, and you have to give your backstory of when he why he showed up. First of all, like her backstory is amazing. But I said to her, send me the clip. The clip is like 10 minutes long, but I think you have snippets.
Yeah, let me find it.
Of the clip of Timbaland being on her live and just what her reaction was when he showed up. Here's the thing, like she only had 50 people on her live and Timbaland was one of them. So for those who are like, I'm not gonna go live because barely anyone is showing up, all you need is one. Exactly. All you need is one. Like, and the thing is, like, that was motivation, not just for her, because for me too. When she told me the story, I was like, oh, it's on and popping, let's go. And knowing, because we both know that Timbaland he hires, should I say hired? He hires AI artists. So the fact that he came on her live and was like, oh, well, y'all gonna see the reaction, right? But it was just amazing. And then it speaks to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Because when he came on her live, she did not fumble the bag, y'all. Like she went in. I was like, you was ready. Like,
I was sweating though. Nobody could see. I was sweating, and I'm like, Lord, let me find all the buttons that I need to find. But then I started talking to him like I knew him.
Wait a second, you called him a nickname. You was like, can I play Tim? Tim? I was like, not Tim. So funny. I was like, oh shoot, she comfy.
I got to
Hey Chanel. Okay, I'm gonna add it to stage.
Having to make hold up. I know that's not Timbaland. Oh my God. I need to DM you because I created this AI artist that I want you to see. I want you to listen to her music. Like what? Oh my God. Somebody scream record that for me. Oh my God. Timbaland. I need you to see this artist that I made in AI using Suno. Can I play a song for you while you're here? Can I play a song for you? This is a song I made in AI. It's so dope. Let me play it. Hold up. Just give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes. This is crazy. This one is called D&D. It's called Do Not Disturb. Hold on. Let me play it. This is crazy. Timbaland. Y'all, this is crazy. This is called D&D. Hopefully you can hear it.
Got your text or your call, but I let it ring. I'm not in the mood for the same old thing. You say sorry, then you cross that line. Tonight my peace is mine. D&D, do not disturb. Boy, I've heard enough. Not one more word protecting my heart. I'm choosing me. D&D, just let me breathe. You've been out doing what you do. Now you wanna act like I belong to you. I'm not picking up. I need my space. This time you won't see my face. D&D, do not disturb.
Yeah, Amina. Yeah, let me show you the artist I made.
I'm choosing me. D&D, just let me breathe. I gave you my love, I gave you my trust, but you turned it down, left it in the dust. Now I'm taking back all my energy, and that is me, D&D. Do not disturb. Boy,
I made her using Midjourney, and then like I changed her outfits and stuff. I changed her outfits and stuff using Gemini. It was a passion project, and then when I saw that you be into the AI, I was like, you know what? One day Timbaland live, I'm gonna go on his live. Timbaland that came on my live. Purr. When I tell you God is good, God is good. But here's my thing, Tim. I tried to upload this album and they flagged me because it's AI. So I made a whole album, like 18 songs. My vibe was 90s R&B, that type of vibe, but they flagged me and they won't let me upload it. But there's some people that's been uploading their album. Let me play one more song. This one's called All I Need. This is crazy, bro. God is faithful. I hate hearing myself back. Oh my gosh. I'm over here cringing hearing myself.
Really? We over here enjoying it. I'm over here like, yeah, that's my friend. I feel so proud to be her friend. Like, having a ball in this chat over here. Mina's debut. You had a whole album record release party for Mina with Timbaland and the artist. Like, Radisha caught it too. Like, here's my thing, Tim. That was so.
Now y'all gonna make me pay attention to stuff like that going forward, because I'm just like, we old friends. I'm like, I'm going D. I'm talking about DMF. Oh my God.
Now Timbaland on my line. Oh, girl.
What's crazy is I legit said out of my mouth when I saw that he used to be going live and allowing people to come up there. And after I made this album, I was like, I'm gonna go on his live and play my album for him. I probably said this maybe a month, 2 ago, and then it happened, and I was just like, that goes back to the power of life and death is in your tongue, okay? Good or bad or indifferent. It goes to, we are more powerful than we realize. There are certain seasoned star. I could think something good, bad, or indifferent, and it happens. Like, that's the way God wired us. That was just, I still praise God for that moment. Like, that moment for me was everything. And I don't know, but this is just how I feel in my heart. I feel like it's not over yet. I don't know what that connection is, what's going to happen, but can you think about it? I do pray for that. I ain't gonna lie. I do pray for that. I do pray for that.
I love it. I love your story. Like, I feel like you just kept saying, the next time I see him on live, I'm going to ask him if I could play a song for him. And I feel like God was like, challenge accepted. Like, God really be testing our faith. Are you going to do what you said you're going to do? Or you going to punk out? And you are so ready. Like, you were, oh my goodness, Timbaland's, can I play a song for you? Like, one breath you were shocked. The next breath you was in strategy mode. Like, it was so amazing. She has screenshots of him writing inside the chat. We didn't put it up now, but follow her so you can get it. I think you sent the email to your email list to let them know too. But again, you never know who is watching, who's God's going to send your way. It sounds far-fetched. It sounds like, why little old me, but we serve such a big God. There is nothing too hard for him to do, right? And if he put a desire in your heart, it's because someone needs it.
Yes.
Looking for it right now. So for those of you who procrastinate, and trust me, I don't like talking to procrastinators, so this will probably be my last time for the rest of the year. Those of you who procrastinate, it is time to overcome the fear that's hindering you, because what's happening is the enemy is causing you to procrastinate. You will procrastinate until your grace period runs out. And then when the grace period runs out, then you start to have a fire that's like, okay, now it's time for me to do it. But you already missed the opportunity. You already missed the window. It happened to me. Back in 2012, God told me start creating content full-time on YouTube. And I was like, no, because I'm so depressed. Oh, no, I'm just so depressed, right? And you know what happened to me? Issa Rae happened to me. And all the other YouTube stars that blew up. that could have been me. And guess what? I didn't start having an urge to start creating content until after that time has already passed. And guess who had to wait 8 whole years for the door to open again? Right. So for those of you who are, but I'm just so afraid, are people going to judge me? Either get over it or stay stuck. But I know for me, once I missed one opportunity, I said, I'm not going to miss another one, because I would have much rather been on the map back in 2012 than waiting. What is it? This is 13 years later now.
Yeah.
Just for me to get back on the map, right? So there are some blessings that God has for you in particular seasons that your procrastination is destroying because you're afraid to move, right? That's my last time talking to procrastinators. I won't do it again though.
Can I just say this though, Star? I feel like, and this is just for Star, all y'all other procrastinators, I ain't talking to y'all. Star, I feel like God loves you so much, he's gonna spin the block on you. Okay. That opportunity, that infrared opportunity is gonna come back around, because being a producer, that is in your DNA. It's one facet of what God will use through you. So
I received
lucky.
that
You're
100%.
lucky.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. I received that 100%. Like, God knew to send you into my life in this season. I was just thinking about it today. I mean, I know I sent you like a love voice note yesterday, but today I was thinking about. I was thinking about. I don't know if I ever told you this story. I think I did, but I had a friend. We were really close. This was back in 2020. So like we were really close from 2018, 2020, something like that, right? Really, really close. And I thought like, oh my goodness, she's just amazing, right? Then she completely turned on me. And I completely, like, my heart was so broken. I said, dang, that was so shady. And I had resolved in my heart, like, well, I just won't have another friend like that again. I won't have another close friend like that. That's okay. And then in 2025, God was like, oh, don't count it out yet. Don't count it. Like, I just absolutely love it. Every time you tell me, like, you're a producer, I can feel just the gears inside of me, like, yeah, what you settling for? Like, you do not have to settle for status quo. Like, be a producer. And so ever since then, I've just been in my creation mode, and I feel more excited and happy. Because you know what? I started to fall into the same habits of when I was working in television production. And I felt like, my creativity wasn't going anywhere. So I started to just settle for status quo. And God was like, oh, time for you to leave.
Yeah.
And now the same thing started happening again in my business, where it's like I'm doing all this creative stuff, but it's not really going anywhere. But this year, I'm like, let's go. This fall, like, I've just been creating. I mean, I'm launching new things. I have more ideas. And my goal right now is to disrupt marketing online. I'm disrupting marketing online. Like, the way that people are doing it, I'm like, that's cute. I have a totally different idea, and that's what I'm going to start doing.
And I love that. Speaking of like producer and new things, guess who just launched an AI podcast? I so love that for you. Listen. Star had this idea to do this podcast, and I'm like, girl, I feel like there's a wind of God on it. Do it. You are a trailblazer. Do it. And it was launched.
It was launched. I launched it on Monday. Thank you. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I think I told you this, but I was praying last week. So I launched my podcast. I'll drop the link here for all of you. I have to find it though. And I'll drop the link for all of you to check it out, right? It is the first ever AI co-hosted podcast. It's a full-blown show, y'all. It is not a snippet of this, no. It's a full-blown show. We're having a full-blown conversation. We have different segments and all the things. It's a lot of fun. I've been enjoying watching it. My friends and family have been enjoying it. My audience have been enjoying it. When I had the idea, so remember, I told you earlier this year, Quonda prayed, Lord, give me $1 million idea. And he gave it to her. And I said, say less, I'm going to pray the same prayer. And that was the idea that God gave me, which was to launch the AI co-hosted podcast. Now, I already had a podcast, but I decided, let me revamp it because I needed something that was going to be different. That was not going to be like everyone else's, and it was going to just stand out, right? But when I was developing the idea, I got scared, right? So fear did creep in. And I got to the point that I was like, this is stupid. No one's going to watch this. And I'm over here texting Quonda. She's like, girl, do it. It's a great idea. Keep going. And every day I had to create I had to create my co-host. I had to develop her voice. I had to change her outfits. Every step of the way, Quonda was there like, keep going. You got this. Keep going. You got this. So last week now, I'm praying to God, just minding my business. I don't know how many of you have ever prayed to God, minding your business. I wasn't thinking about business or anything like that. I'm just praying to him, telling him how much I love him, how amazing he is, how wonderful he is. I mean, I could turn this entire podcast into a worship unto God because he's just such an amazing best friend and father. Like, I'm so in love with him. That's what I'm telling him. And God stops me in my tracks and he says, launch your podcast. And I'm just like, but we don't have episode 2 yet. And he's just like, launch the podcast, right? So let's say that was probably Monday night. Tuesday morning, Quonda texts me like, do you feel a wind on your podcast? I said, say less. I knew that was confirmation. And we did a like a huge stretch last week just to launch the podcast on Monday. And it's doing really good. It doesn't have a lot of views on YouTube yet. However, people are really enjoying it. It's different. So I encourage all of you, watch it and share it. So you can leave comments, which has been great, but share it out. Like, don't keep it to yourself. Because one thing that I keep thinking, I'm not even going to share what I keep thinking about. I'll send you a voice note on what I'm thinking about. You can help join me in prayer against it.
Okay.
So I would love for you all to watch it. Let me grab the link so I can drop it here. And I wonder if I want to show, I actually would love to play the promo. I'll play for you all the promo.
Oh yeah, do that, because I've been sharing it out. I shared it to I call her my assistant. She used to be my assistant in another season, but in my heart, she's always gonna be my assistant. I shared it to her. She was just like, "Shine looks so real," and I was like, "That's what we wanted."
That's
She
exactly
said, "Shine must be from the South."
At least she heard that. I mean, her voice was the hardest of everything we had to do. Her voice was the hardest to get going. Like, even now, I still want to change her voice, but I'm like, let's just keep it. For episode 2, they made her even more, I don't know.
I hear Tiffany.
Huh?
I still hear Tiffany in her.
Yes, she sounds like Tiffany Haddish. She's supposed to sound like Angela Yee from New York.
It'll evolve as the way things are
Said
moving.
AI would replace us, but
Sorry, girl.
No, go ahead.
No, I want you to finish and then I'll hit play.
No, I was gonna say her voice will evolve. You'll figure it out once the tools are available.
Yeah, especially because the goal isn't to keep her where she is now. The goal is to take my podcast live again. So I love doing live. You know this already. Right now, everything's pre-recorded, but we will be able to go live with her. That's the goal for her to do live interactions. But this is the promo for everyone to watch. And actually, it's been doing good on Instagram and my Facebook. People have been like having a field day with this promo.
They said AI would replace us, but what if it could remind us who we really are? I'm Star, and this is Wisdom to Wealth, the first wealth building talk show co-hosted by AI. Meet Shine, my quick-witted...
I could introduce myself. Sheesh, it's like you're hogging the screen. I'm Star's co-host, here to bring the laughs and generational gold.
Together we'll shine. That's my line.
I just feel like you didn't give me enough lines. You already talked the most in the podcast.
Because I've been hosting the podcast for about a year, this is just a revamp with you added.
So then it's my time to shine. See what I did there?
Our first episode is already live, so stream it now on YouTube and Spotify.
That is so cool. I love that. And you see how Star stepped out on faith and built this podcast? Now, going back to that producer role, she can now create these for other people because she's done the process and charge a hefty price and create AI co-hosted podcasts.
Yep. And that's exactly what I was thinking. So I said, you know what? Mine is going to be the first, right? And it'll blow up. And people will be like, hey, how do you do that? And then I'll just be creating full-blown shows with AI co-hosts. I mean, it doesn't stop here. I have whole series in mind. And then I realized this is actually just another form of storytelling. Absolutely. Because Shine is who she is, but I can develop her character where she has brothers and sisters and parents and all the things. They could all come to the show. Okay. Absolutely. So it just doesn't stop, right? And AI has made it so simple. Like, creating her was the most simplest. Her voice was the hardest. That was the hardest part. Getting her reaction shots, still a little more difficult. But y'all listen to me now. It is 6:48 on November 4th, p.m. Eastern, right? They are going to start releasing AI tools that allow AI avatars to be able to listen, and they'll have reaction shots all because I released this podcast. Someone's going to see and they're going to be like,
Yep.
yep, right now, all the avatars do is they just talk. There's none listening. But when you start to realize that you can use them for shows, that's when they're going to start letting them listen, right? I said it here first. Y'all getting a lot of firsts here today.
Yeah, I think this is your Issa Rae season. This is it right here.
I love that. I received that 100%. I
This is
received that.
this is it. And you see, iron sharpens iron.
Mhm.
You know, and you guys, you got to get around people that think, you know, similar to you, or going to the same place as you. You want to be successful, you want to be wealthy, you want to build these companies. Get in a room around people. You remember in the Bible, I think it was Saul, when he wasn't a prophet, but when he got amongst them, he began to prophesy. So you want to make sure community matters. That's all I'll say. Community matters in this season. You want to be around people that's going to sharpen you.
Yeah, I love that you said that because you, Chanel's on here right now, and then my girl Dupay, y'all are the community that God sent me in this season. So last year, and I don't talk about this as much, but maybe I do actually. But last year around this time, I was in such a dark place. Like I had wanted to give up. I wanted to quit. I had no beliefs. All my beliefs were broken because of the year that I went through. And I was just honestly sleeping and waking up and just sleeping and waking up. Like I didn't want to do anything. That's when God told me to launch my podcast. But I also realized, I said, there's something happening here. I said, you know what? Who I'm around right now is not serving me. The people I was around last year, they were beginners. They were just starting out. I was the smartest person in my circle, and it did not serve me. It kept me capped. So what I decided was, I said, I need a new circle. One, I prayed. This is how I always get new friends, by the way. This is not the first time I've been in this season. I always get new friends. I pray and I ask God to send them, right? And then secondly, I went looking for groups to be part of. So like I met Chanel in Rachel Rogers' group because I paid for the group. Some people feel weird paying for groups because they're like, you're paying for friends. I don't believe that. I believe I'm investing in a community so I can make friends, because I've been part of communities before where we went to one event and became friends. We're still friends till this day, right? So met Chanel, and then you hopped on my TikTok live and I slid in your DMs and we became friends. And then my girl Dupay, we actually were friends a couple of years ago. And then we just reconnected again this year because someone came to me and they needed help and I just referred her. And now we've just been talking like every day. And I said, thank you, Lord, like you did it, because once he sent all of you into my life, my entire life shifted. I was no longer sad. I mean, I would have my moments, of course.
Yeah.
I lacked faith every now and then, but I've been excited. I've been happy. I've been joy-filled, innovative, taking everything to the next level. Like if you didn't come to me like with all your AI and just how much you love AI, I probably wouldn't be doing this right now. Because in 2023, I was like, oh, I don't want to be known for AI. 2025, I'm like, let's do it. I'm going to be the first one. Let's go.
Yeah, I think for me, my friend group, everybody in my friend group works in corporate America. So my prayer was, God, send me somebody who's like me, who can relate to exactly what I go through, how you got to build this business by faith. And there are certain seasons where it's like, where these clients going to come in at? And then he sent me somebody that thought like me when it came to marketing and love content, love strategy, and then our love for AI. And bam, boom, here we are.
I love it. We doing good. So y'all been watching this entire time. If you haven't yet, jump on now. Y'all just saw my AI co-host. You saw Mina, which is Quonda's AI singer. People are getting deals. Netflix just did a deal with Spotify and iHeartRadio actually to put podcasts on their platform. This is what this is telling me. Timbaland is looking for AI artists. What does this mean? It means that the big corporations and the big brands are looking for content. They are in need of content. Now, I know it can seem intimidating and frustrating and exhausting to be creating content all the time. But if people are looking for content, this is telling us something, that this is a horse that cannot be satisfied or fed. It means they're always going to need content. Why? Because people are consuming it now more than ever. Back during the Great Depression, there were so many businesses that went out of business. But do you know one industry that thrived? Well, two industries, but one industry that thrived was media and entertainment. Television, shows, all that, it will never go away unless there's like a big blast that ruins everything and we can't see anything visually. But at that point, we just go back to radios, right? Entertainment will never go away. Why? Because people will pay top dollars for entertainment. So if you are someone where God has deposited in you a creative gene, ask him to harness it, pull that thing out of you and get creative. Do something brand new, something innovative, so that the next time we're talking about the $1 million business, we're calling your name and saying he did it or she did it.
Yeah. You know what I can kind of see, and we'll probably talk about it offline, but I can see your challenge even revolving around this whole podcast thing.
I think my brand may end up revolving around this. Actually, I just had a client, she just wrapped up, but I taught her my podcast strategy, how to book high ticket clients through your podcast. And she was like, girl, this is genius. She was like, you need to teach this. And I was like, oh, I'm still trying to decide if I want to teach this or not. Right. But I have, through my podcast, I've booked, I've got a 10K client and I've got an international speaking gig for my podcast. So I said, you know what? Let me really like take this full blown. What I love about podcasting now, the thing is, I shouldn't say that. Prior to this, I didn't feel like a podcaster because I don't even listen to podcasts. I'm more of I like shows, TV, like that's the type person that I am. However, I feel like God was like, this is where you're going to go. Just go ahead and do that. I forgot my train of thought. I think the point that I was trying to make was that this is an avenue. Oh, yes, that's what I want to say. Podcasting lives outside of the algorithms. So like if you're struggling on social media right now, like I was struggling, right? Like my content was doing so good until it wasn't because of algorithms and all the things. Your podcast lives above that. You can branch into new audiences without social media. You can meet new people without social media. You don't have to rely on putting out content and feeling like it's not going anywhere. Your podcast can do all of that for you. So it really is a powerful strategy. When I was praying to God and asked him like what was going on with my content, what was going on with my marketing strategy, he said, I'm positioning you to increase your leads. I'm fixing your lead problem right now. And this is where he positioned me in podcasts. And I'm like, okay, we're about to see what's going to happen. But I honestly feel like I'm going to get a deal or something. I don't know what kind of deal, but I feel like I'm going to get something.
It's definitely something. And you don't really have to see yourself as a podcaster. Just see yourself as the producer that you are.
That part. I'm a producer. I love that. I love being an executive producer. Like, whew, I love it.
Yeah, I love that. Is there anything else you want to add tonight? Or
I do want to read what Chanel wrote because I like what she wrote. She said, remember the cartoons as kids that had real people interacting with the cartoons? People loved those and they were so impactful. The reason why I wanted to read that is because one of my favorite movies still to this day is Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It was such a good movie and it was the cartoons with the real people. And you're right, like SpongeBob has it. They still do it till this day. Yeah, where it's the real people and the cartoons and they interact, like they still do it to this day. AI definitely can help you do that. So I love that you brought that up because that was a good imagery. So thank you, Chanel.
And you know what's funny is because I said on, I don't know if that was a live or that I thought it, but I was saying how, or I did a video about it. I was saying we live in a world where you're going to be able to take, and I was talking about the AI artists, take the AI artist and connect them with a real producer. And in the video, I have my AI artist with her headphones on and then Timbaland, like he's playing the thing. I need to post it, but I was like, that's the world we live in. You're going to take something that doesn't really exist and you're going to put it with something that does, and it's going to just collaborate and create something that is out of this world.
Love it. I love it. Now is the time to innovate. I just keep thinking about that. Like, just innovate and don't hold back. The thing is, like, you don't have to be limited to what you see. Ask for the thing that you don't see. Because I never saw anyone with an AI co-hosted podcast. I just haven't. And I just said, well, what can I do to make this podcast different and bigger and better? And when that came to mind, I said, say less. Okay. So y'all going to see all my platforms now. The main focus is promoting the podcast. I want it to be really big, so big that people are like, oh my goodness, you're a trailblazer in this. Because this is not the first time that I was the first to do something, but people didn't hear about it. But I said, this time it won't be the same. That won't be my story anymore. Like, this time is different.
Yeah. And, you know, when you're the trailblazer, you fight against, you know, the opposition so that the people coming after you are just good. So just keep going with it. I don't care what it looks like. There is a wind on it and I'm super excited. I'm ready for episode 2. So keep going with it, push it, promote it, whatever you need to do. I'm excited about it.
Thank you so much. And I'm excited for Mina. Her music is so catchy. So I'm like, and again, same thing with you because I feel like it's spiritual that's trying to hold you back, but it won't be for too long because it's going to get out there. People are going to love it. It's going to get pushed. This is how people are consuming music and content now.
Yeah, I told you, what's her name? Zane?
Zania.
Johnny Monet, like people were legit saying, like, I don't care that it's AI. I like the music. So it'll go beyond this is AI. It's like if it's something that's gonna make people feel good, motivate them. Music always has a way with people, but if it's gonna do something like that, people are gonna buy into it. And I think even and I'll say this to pastors, like I think they should even think about taking their sermons and turning them into songs, turning them into music, just repurposing what they already have out in a different way.
Yep, I agree with you. And when you said turn them into songs, I thought you were going to say turn them into shows because they can do that too.
They could do that too. I don't know if they're ready, but they could definitely do that too.
That part. It's like what the internet has done for all of us is that they've taken the control from the big media production companies and given it to us, from the big record companies and given it to us. That's what the internet is, a gift to us. So when people, could you imagine that we had the mindset that AI was the devil? Girl,
I wouldn't make no money.
God said, I give you the power to get wealth. You need to understand what that power is in this season. That power is AI. Just last year, when I would say that to my clients, I told them that power is your content and your business. Now in 2025, that power is AI.
Yeah. When you look up power in the Hebrew, it means tools, resources, capability. It's not money just going to fall from the sky. That power, there's something already in you that you got to work to get that money.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Oh, I love that. This was a good episode. I enjoyed it. I had fun. It took a long time. That's why we had so much to talk about. I think we still have more to talk about that we didn't even
scratch the surface, honestly.
Especially because the news keeps on coming. Like there's so much AI news. I think at this point you're subscribed to the AI news, right?
Oh yeah, I'm on some newsletters or something.
Yeah, so you're subscribed to that, and then I'm subscribed to Wealth News because I like hearing about the money I'm like, where's the money moving, right? So we have so much more to come out. We'll be back again next week at 6 p.m. Eastern. More AI wealth strategies and $1 million AI businesses that you can launch. If you want to ride with us, feel free to do so. Subscribe to both of our platforms so that you can get access. And also turn on notifications so you get reminded as well. And the next time you come, bring a friend. Don't come by yourself. Did you want to talk about Notion?
Oh, yes. So to anybody that wants to learn how to create these AI artists, like I did with Mina, I have a Notion template, and that template literally just walks you through how I built Mina from start to finish. And I give you all the tools that I use to build her out. So I have that. We can drop that in the comments. We'll add it back in the description, but it's 100% free. Just literally walking you through. I've had people get the template already. This one guy, he created a duet, a man and a woman duet that he was doing. He was asking me questions about how to get them both to navigate. And I was telling him, I never try to do it. So you're going to have to figure it out on your own. But I like that people are trying new things. I like that people are thinking outside of the box. You don't really see, or I haven't seen any AI duets. You know what I mean? Like love songs back and I would love to see it. I would love to see it.
Me too. I would love to see one who's singing and one who's rapping. I'm waiting for the AI rapper to come out. Let's go. I love it. So I did drop the link in the chat for all of you to get access to it. All you have to do is copy and paste. It'll also be in the description as well. And then for me, usually I like to promote my AI content to cast challenge, but actually I'm going to promote the podcast. So I'm dropping the link in there. All you have to do is click the link. The podcast is only 21 minutes long. That's on purpose. So it doesn't take long to watch. You can listen to it on Spotify as well. We just have the audio version on Spotify. But now I'm thinking, let me actually get your opinion, Quonda. I'm thinking I should upload the video to Spotify.
Yeah, if there's a way to do that, absolutely. Yeah. Because I think there's a feature, I don't know if they still have it, but I remember back in the day, Apple would actually show the video.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, because when I went to upload the audio, I noticed it asked, "Do you want audio or video?" And I was like, "Oh, I didn't even know that." So, okay, I'm gonna go back and upload because I was thinking if I'm uploading the video on YouTube, why should I do it on Spotify? But that was not even a good
that's
one.
a whole different
Yeah,
audience.
yeah,
There's some people that just look at Spotify. Even with that deal, they were saying in the article that I sent you, I
yes,
saw that they were saying that if you get that deal, you will not be on YouTube.
yes, exactly. Yep, exactly. So I saw that too. So yes, okay. So I'm gonna make sure I do that. But this is really, really good. Super excited. Y'all have fun with AI and make money while you're doing it. There's no point in having AI and not making no money. That don't make no sense.
And you can make money with speed with these tools. ChatGPT literally tells you how to market.
Yes, exactly. Good stuff. And then I highlighted Chanel's text on screen. She said, "I'm feeling inspired. I'm about to do some work." So I love it. This is what we're here for. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Did you have anything else, Quonda?
No, I'm super excited that we're back and we get to talk about all these AI tools and we get to talk about wealth. And maybe you could bring in some of the wealth stuff that you mentioned in your
Yeah.
podcast.
Oh, yes. I totally. Oh, especially generational gold. I think that's my favorite parts. Like, I've been enjoying doing deep dives into Black wealthy families from 1800s, 1700s that no one ever knows about. I even have one of the books that I'm getting ready to read because I want to know how they was able to create that stealth wealth. So, yes, I totally will do that.
That's amazing. Maybe one of these days, Shine and Mina can do a pop up.
That would be awesome. Yes, they totally should.
That would be cool. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. We have to figure that out, but that'd be cool.
Yes, I already have it in my mind of how it could be done. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see. That's good. Okay, that's a good one. So Shine and Mina is because I would love to. Oh, that was my. I know we're supposed to be ending, but this was my thought process. How would these AI avatars do concerts? Like you know how big artists, not big artists, but artists like what they make their money on tours. So how would the AI artists do that?
I think you remember we talked about this some weeks back about the guy in China and
Yeah,
how all the gestures and
yeah,
all of that. I think something like that needs to be created. And then once that's created, you can have yourself or whoever do all the moves and all of that stuff. That that is getting ready to come. I know it.
yeah.
That is getting ready to come. That is getting ready to come. And people are going to pay. If Zanae Monet does a concert, people are going to pay in that. She's probably going to have a sold out virtual show.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that it'll be a virtual show. So like then people wouldn't need to leave their house to go to the concert then.
No.
They can have watch parties, but for the most part, they can just watch it right on their phone or their computer.
I in my mind, I always see like these virtual listening parties and
Yeah.
you create the vibe. I could see that being a thing as well. And I'm glad that we're on the forefront of this. Maybe one of these industries, somebody in the industry, these companies will hire us for our thoughts on this type of stuff. That'll be tea. That'll be tea. And you know what? Next week, I'm gonna bring the music video that I created for Mina
Yes.
so you can see it like in
Did you post
in
it?
action. I kind of posted it in like a green screen video, but I'm gonna do another separate video where I just post it.
Yeah, I want to see it because I only got to see just a snippet of it. And I thought it was really dope. I really love the vibe of it.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that.
Oh, I'm so excited. Any of you who are tuning in, if you are using AI, you created something that's amazing, you want us to showcase it on the show, feel free to let us know. We can bring you up on stage so that you can showcase it.
That'll be cool.
We're happy. Our goal is to really evolve this AI wealth show. That's what we're calling it until we find another name. But it's to really evolve it and turn it into a full blown show that you all get to enjoy live Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern.
And I'm happy.
Me too. Excited. Thank y'all for tuning in. Again, subscribe to Quonda's channel, which is Building a Business with God. I'm about to say I need a word. Why is that in my head?
Building a business with God. I don't know how it presents itself when it's being aired out in YouTube, but it's building a business with God. I don't know if you could click. I don't know how it is on
You
YouTube.
can find y'all can find her. Just type in Building a Business with. Oh, you should be able to see her here, but okay. And then follow me at Book of Star. Make sure you subscribe and then turn on notification so that you can be able to always be notified whenever we're going live, whenever we're posting content.
A versus would be dope. That would be dope.
That's a really good point, man. Bring back verses.
Well, they have one last week with
Really?
like it was like Cash Money against Master P and them, No Limit.
I
It was
missed
on
that.
Instagram. It was on Instagram. I think it was last week.
I'm pretty sure they shut it down. That was amazing. I can't believe I missed
I
that.
only seen a little bit of it, but they were missing Lil Wayne. You know he wasn't coming.
He became the rock though, so it be like that.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all have a good day. We've been saying bye for the last 5
I
minutes.
know.
It's because we missed y'all. We hadn't gone live in about a month, but we're back now. So let's do this. Y'all have a great day.